Homelessness is not really a dead end. There are ways that people can kind of rise up, and that's the direction and the flow of the mural.
When you're on the Brown Line taking the train, you notice this incredible, vibrant mural that's displayed by the artist Sam Kirk. But what she has done is she has captured not only the history of our organization, but the emotion and the impact in people's lives within that art.
So this mural is different than most of my murals because it was created on panels. So it's created on 55 panels, 50 of which are 4 feet by 8 feet, 3/4 inch MDO board. So they weigh 65 pounds each. Quite an undertaking to do a mural of this size on panels. It's one of the favorite parts of my practice, to work with organizations that help other people or are doing something to make an impact in different communities. Super excited about that. Super excited that Xfinity was sponsoring it and was going to help support it.
My name is Rodrigo Carrillo. I'm the Executive Director of Lincoln Park Community Services. Our mission is really that it takes a community, building a community response to end homelessness. Lincoln Park Community Services has existed for now 35 years.
So at that time, we had people sleeping on cots in the gym at St. Paul's, or maybe it was the chapel at St. Clement's, or the basement of some of the other facilities.
Today we stand as an organization that houses 35 individuals in interim housing. And this has been a year of transition, entering this new phase of who we are and building this incredible $15 million building. We wanted to create a home, ensuring that someone walks in and feels that this is their home and feels a comfort and security that they haven't felt in a long time.
One of the things that the city had asked us to do was that they were interested in having some, because we have these two great walls, blank walls, to having some public art produced in conjunction with the project. Xfinity said, well, we'd be willing to help with the funding of that. We've got an artist that we have worked with in the past and could be very effective.
The question was, okay, what's it going to be about? We decided the best thing to do would be to talk to some of their guests. Ask them firsthand, what do you think people need to know about your life, your experience, about homelessness? Most of the things they wanted me to talk about was some of the housing issues in Chicago, the experience of becoming homeless, taking away any stigmas that people might have, and just really helping people to realize it's a detour. But then also wanting people to know that they're all working towards getting to a place where they could live on their own, and how LPCS was helping them to do that.
48 people will be able to live in our space, receive case management, receive a hot meal, and receive the intense support from a team.
I'd say probably one of the biggest hurdles was really trying to make sure that I was representing a true vision and true image of the experience of someone who's homeless. It's so challenging because there's so many reasons why. And some of it can deal with physical ability, some of it is economics and financial hurdles, some of it is mental illness and health. So to try to make sure that you're showing that in one way or another, that was definitely the biggest challenge.
One of the things that comes to mind when you think of someone that's homeless is you have an idea of what that looks like, of someone living on the street. And that is not the face of homelessness anymore. What I'd love to change is that it's not an identity for folks, it's an experience.
I credit Lincoln Park Community Services for recognizing the people that they work with and just making sure that they were seen as humans and having hope for the future, and that the path, their path was bright. The biggest thing that I hope is for the mural to create wonder and to create curiosity. I want the mural to help encourage people to see the narrative and the story that's shared within it, and then also go and hopefully figure out a way to work with the organization.
There are many ways to get involved with Lincoln Park Community Services. We range it from an Amazon wish list that we have online that will help us with spoons to towels to exercise equipment, to wanting to volunteer to cook dinner for our guests, to wanting to deliver any donations.
One of the greatest things about having this right outside the CTA is this is a mural where the narrative in it, the intention behind it is to get visibility and to drive awareness for the organization.
We're hoping to generate a little buzz, and I think that we have. I think people are interested. It's wonderfully colorful and really kind of pops out. So people are curious about it.
But what we hope that the Brown Line receives, or people that see it off the Brown Line, is hope and opportunity. That everyone deserves an opportunity, and sometimes those opportunities need a community to respond to that.